Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name Kobe Bills and I welcome you to Kobe Bills Africa. If today happens to be your first time coming across a video, don't forget to subscribe and then follow us on all social media as Kobe Bills Africa. There again, don't forget to leave your comment under the comment section. It's always important because it's where you can also express your opinions and your concern, because without you, we cannot have a good conversation. I come your way with another episode. I come your way with another interesting conversation. And let's go straight to the topic for today. Okay, the topic for today is just simple, as in the dangers that we face as citizens. The dangers that we face as citizens. Come to think of it, there has been so many dangers that we face as citizens, which has then resulted many pains, and it has left agonies to many families. And these are some of the dangers that we face as people. You know, for quite some time, it has been very hurtful news to us how rampant people are being involved in accidents. It has become something serious to us as people, because these days if you are currently traveling, you then don't even believe that wherever you are going to return or not, because of the dangers that we are living in as people. Okay, so this is one of the dangers that we face as people. And then the other one is fire outbreak. Fire outbreak is also another danger that we face as people. And how are we dealing with these situations? It's something that we should have a conversation about. It's something that we should have a discussion about, because if you fail to discuss about stuff like this too, for our voice to reach at where it's supposed to be, we are the one going to suffer at the end. And so I think it's high time we discuss issues like this so that our voice can be heard. Okay, first of all, let's tackle the road safety. Our safety on the road has become a very dangerous these days, because when you look at this, the level at how our roads has been trapped. Yeah, let me say it that way, because it looks like our roads has turned out to be a trap for our safety. It looks like our roads has turned out to be traps for our safety. Why am I saying this? You see, for some time now, people raise argument that we need to have double roads, and so when we get double roads, the rate at how accidents are happening on our roads, it will reduce. But sometimes I do disagree with this facts, because I wouldn't say facts, I do disagree with this kind of conversation, because if we manage to, put out policies that will, maintain our roads, there wouldn't be anything of this sort, like, single roads are rather the one that, make accidents occur often. Okay, I'm saying this because when we are able to maintain our roads, let me use the single road for instance. Okay, those of you maybe one way or another who does not relate to what I'm saying, we used to have single road earlier on. Before now, we've come out with double roads. So the single road is the one that the cars comes on the same stretch, and then the other one also goes on the same stretch. Okay, so that's apparently the single road. This single road, if we take a critical or a good maintenance of it, I don't think it should be a cause for many accidents that are occurring on our road. Because you see, let me use the Cape Coast Accra Road. I don't want to use Kumasi Accra. Let me use Cape Coast Accra Road. It's a single road. So assuming we maintain it in a way that, you see, um, every day, the roads scrambled. Every day the roads scrambled because the nature of how rain and erosions takes effect. It scrambles the road. So I don't know how many years this road has been in existence. Okay, so this should tell us that the road has always and always scrambling. Erosion has been eating the road every day. So these are some of the things that apparently, causes road accidents, because if a vehicle skip off from the road, it will probably end um, at the roadside. Okay, so assuming the side by side has always been expanded, or there is a space over there, when the vehicle skipped off from the road and then it moves along that side without any erosions along the road, I'm not sure these vehicles can get into get an accident, or it will probably cause an accident. So these are some of the reasons. Then again, we can also think about how our double roads are also maintained. Poor maintenance in this country is a big problem for us. It's the reason we are not going forward as people, because if you construct a road and we fail to maintain it, how do you expect the road to expand? I mean, how do you expect the road to maintain its standard? Okay, and road maintenance has become a big problem in our country for a very long time. We construct road and we leave it there as it's supposed to be, or as it is, until it starts deteriorating before we go and make another budget to reconstruct it. And this has become a problem. Okay, our way of maintenance in this country is very poor. It's very, very poor. And these things are leaving us so many risks into our life. These things are causing a lot of death into people. Today, a lot of people have lost their life because of the negligence of our leaders. The negligence of our leaders of how to maintain our road. Like I said earlier on, that our road has turned out to be a death trap for us all. Okay, the innocent people are the people who are paying the price for our leaders' negligence. When we check the statistics for a year, the number of deaths that we record by our road accidents is more than the number of births that we get in our hospitals. And it's very sad. I will remind the family of these people. We've lost so many people to the point of, losing celebrities. Those of you who have been in the system for a very long time, let me take you back. The life of Telebon Chaka was lost by road accident. The life of late Kwame Wusu, an actor, was also lost by road accident. Not to talk about anybody than Susie Williams. She also lost her life by road accident. And then again, Telebon Chaka, and a musician, a Ghanaian musician, also lost his life through road accidents. Okay, not to cast your mind back, or not to remember the family, their sad news or something like that. Our very own Ebony lost her life through road accidents. Okay, not to mention and then recently we also heard the news that our legend Keke Fusu also got involved in accidents together with another musician. I think Bless was also involved, was also part of the accident. Okay, the life of Wendy Shea Obo, and then our very own Empress Nana Mama Brown have also suffered road accidents. And even for her, we thank God for her life. But when you look at her structure, these accidents has deformed her hand. You see, these are what we are talking about. Why have our road turned out to be a death trap to our daily lives? Why? And as it stands, nobody is speaking about this. As you are watching me right now, I don't know what will happen in your next journey. As you are going, would you be able to reach, or would you be able to get to your destination? Why are we being so ignorant to our own lives? Let me ask you this question. For some time now, have you ever heard of these top high people involved in accidents and they lost their life? I'm not sure. Comparing that to our innocent people involving into this accident is rampantly, and it's very alarming and very dangerous to our future. I think it is time for us to start advocating for a new system. Because yes, of course, when you travel to the Western world, they've made things easy. They've tried to maneuver certain things which is saving the life of the people. But it looks like in outside, it's always the same, and it being the same is not even as safe as it's supposed to be. It has turned out to be very dangerous to our daily life. And as it stands, no one is speaking about it. I think it's time for us to advocate to make these people, the government or whoever in power, to start constructing ultra-modern railway lines that will connect urban and rural areas, so that we can do away with our roads and then do away with the accidents that are taking lives. It's sometimes when you think about it, you ask yourself, do we have leaders who really think about the people? Growing up, I learned Temamoto way is something that is claiming the life of innocent people. And as it stands, nothing has been done about it. Today, when you traveled on the Tamamoto way, you cannot see road lights, you cannot see road signs, you cannot see demarcations. So this motorway has turned out to be a death trap to many people, and it has led so many families agony, like family to lose their loved ones. And as it stands, nothing is being done about it. Nothing is being done about it. But we have institutions who are responsible for these things, and nobody is talking about it. Look at the life that the roads are taking from us. Like I made mention earlier on, that the number of lives that our roads are taking is more than the number of births our mothers are giving. And so until when these problems will be solved? What is the job of these institutions who are in charge of these rules? What is their job? A lot of lives are being taken by our rules. I think we don't need rules again. To my opinion, I don't think we need more rules in this country. It's time we need to start advocating of making these people to start constructing ultra-modern train for us, so that we can do away with road accidents. I'm not saying train doesn't get an accident, but the level at how train is safety comparing to our roads now is far from how our roads has turned out to be a death trap. One thing that sometimes I ask myself that if you get yourself into a problem or apparently get an accident and then you are being admitted at the hospital. When you go there, the nurses and the doctors don't ask you about your political affiliations. But in our daily life, we've politicizing everything in this country. So what I'm speaking right now, somebody will take side of it that I'm trying to do politics, but this is no, I'm not trying to do politics. I'm trying to be a good citizen. Life have been claimed by our road. Our celebrities' life have been taken by our rules. Innocent lives have been taken by our rules. What is the way out about stuff like this? How we continuously losing our life by the road? What is the way out? You see, I think like I made mention that we don't need more roads. We need railways. We need ultra-modern railways so that we can do away with the roads. These when railways are constructed connecting all our urban areas and rural areas, I think even we are going to have food, because these days our farmers cannot transport their food from the village to the cities. So therefore, when vehicles are able to transport it here, the price is double. So why don't we start advocating so that the government or whoever will be in power will start constructing roads, assuming all the living governments have started stuff like this. By now, without politicizing everything, by now we would have been able to, get like enough train railways in our country. But we have decided to politicize everything. We have decided to, make everything politics. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Secondly, road education. How often do we educate drivers who are driving on our road? How often educate our drivers who are driving on our road? And whose responsibility is that? Whose responsibility is that? I mean, it's your responsibility to educate the drivers on our road so that life can be saved. Secondly, ignorance and negligence of the citizen. These days, those who have been traveling for long journeys, you see passengers sitting comfortably watching a driver overtaking 6 or 7 cars, and nobody will speak about this. Nobody will speak about it, knowing very well that one person is carrying about 60 or 40 people's life, and he's making useless or fun of it, and nobody will talk or nobody will say a word about it. You see how ignorant are we? How ignorant we are as people. You sit in a car and you see a driver recklessly driving, and nobody will utter a word to such a driver. And you see, sometimes it doesn't worries me that such a person is, recklessly driving by, for him to go and then crash with another driver who is, driving carefully. That's what sometimes worries me most. You see, our ignorance. You see, in our side of the country, we've been so ignorant to ourselves that Because of this, yeah, we are suffering because of this. So why can't we, report recklessly driving in our roads? And again, the other institution, you see, you will see somebody exchanging your life with a money. Yes, because you see a driver giving somebody out there money, okay, and he will take the money and then leave you to this driver's hand to go and recklessly go and kill you on your road. And nobody is talking about this. Nobody is talking about this. Look at the number of lives that are taken by our roads, our reckless drivers. This thing has left many homes. I don't know, sometimes it's so hard. It's so hard. You see a driver bribing a policeman. No, you, the policeman, knowing very well that the car is not in good shape, but he will just take the money and go away. And then the passengers who are sitting in this car will not complain because they've all made their mind, made them fun. And fun, you will be the one to pay the price. What are we doing about our roads? Thirdly, in our recent day or in our recent century, 21st century, we still have police people or policemen directing traffic. How? Our traffic lights are not working. Most of our traffic lights are not working. And some places there are no even traffic lights at all. How do we live in a country like this? We don't care about anything. We don't pay attention to anything. And so we always end up being the one to pay the price for our ignorance, our irresponsibilities. Why are we allowing people's negligence for us to suffer? Okay, let me draw your attention to something. I think recently I've seen a group of young guys who are doing so well for themselves and trying to shape, our system. The bus stop boys, they are doing so much, they are doing so well. Wow. Where is the support? And you see, in Ghana, I won't generalize it as in Africa. In Ghana, okay, when we have that mentality that we always don't want to see our fellow person growing up. As a Ghanaian, that has been our first goal because it is like that. Look at these bus stop boys. They are doing so well. They are doing so well to the country because the institutions who are responsible for this thing are not doing it. And these people have taken upon themselves to do it also. They are not supporting or helping them out. Recently, I chanced on their video that some individuals has helped them to, and then as getting the help, they didn't even spend the money. They tried to invest in the job that they are doing. They bought a mini excavator. Instead of them to be granted free delivery from the ports, they've charged them, and these people are here begging. So this institution, road safety, what are you doing? So can't you use your power to support these people? Once you cannot do it, can't you support them for them to do it? You are paying blind eye to it like you haven't seen what these guys are doing. Because you feel like, after they are done with it, they are going to take the glories. Yes, of course, they deserve to take the glory because you are not doing your job. You refuse to do your job. So why are you failing to support these people? Why I mean, as Ghanaians, what's wrong with us? I mean, I always find it difficult to believe how we behave sometimes. You cannot do it. If somebody is doing also you don't want to support, you want to suppress the person so that the person will leave it. Why are we like this as people? How do we progress with this kind of mentality? Look, you cannot tell me that you've not seen the job of these people. Working, the job that is your responsibility, somebody is doing it also you don't want to support. Go out there and support these boys. They deserve some support from you because they are doing good to the nation. Don't we have leaders in this country? What are our institutions doing? Why are they leaving the innocent people to lose their life like we are animals? Look at the number of people that die every year because of our rules. And then the other institutions, sometimes I don't even want to mention their names. There are spied vehicles on our roads that are danger to our lives. You see it every blessed day, but you go ahead taking money from these people because all what you care is about the money or it's about what you gain, but not the safety of the people. Sometimes you see a vehicle, you bought that vehicle, and then the conductor or what we call the mate cannot even close the side of the door. The vehicle is deteriorate to the level that it has to be at the scraps. And these people don't care about it. All what they care is about the money they are getting from the drivers. And due to our negligence as people, we also fail to talk about it. Let's right now somebody stand up and say he's going to clear off all these spied vehicles on our road. You will see people coming out with emotions. But these things are taking the life of people. These vehicles are taking life of people. There are no proper road signs. They are not proper maintenance of our road. I said, you just travel through Temamoto Way. It has turned out to be a death trap instead of a safe road. No lights, no road sign, no demarcations. And drivers are recklessly driving. Police are busy taking money. Citizens are refusing to report. So in this country, as we speak, nothing is working in this country. So the life of innocent people are at risk every day. Is that the way to go about as people? Is that the way to move as country? We need to start speaking for ourselves. We need to start demanding for a good accountability. We need to start to speak so that we can have a good life as people. We need to, our leaders, we are pleading with you, change the narrative. Now we are in 21st century, heading to, different century. We've had enough of our rules because we've come to conclusion that we cannot maintain our rules. Okay, now do away with our rules, construct railway lines for us so that we can be safe with our lives. This is where I end today's conversation. My name is Kobe Bills. If you relate to what I'm discussing or the conversation we are having, please leave your comment at the comment section so that we can send our voice to the topmost people so that our concern can be dealt with. Our life matters. Our family needs us. We are breadwinners to our family, and so we need to make our life safe for us. My name is Kobe Bills. If today happens to be your first time coming along with our video, don't forget to subscribe and then follow us on all social media as Kobe Bills Africa. Leave your comment at the comment section so that the next time you can also be part. See you and have a blessed day.